And we are back with another episode of Recruiter Fuel. I've got Ian and Robin with me this time. Guys, thanks for joining.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So we're going to dive into this topic of what I call post and pray. So let me give you some historical context from my side of the table, and then I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Back years ago, when I got into this business, 25 years ago, recruiters were known to take an ad, put it in the newspaper, and pray that somebody would ultimately apply, right? That's where the term post and pray came from. Then the job boards, Monster, Career Builder, Dice, whatever it might be, came on board, and they started to do the same thing, but they did it electronically. So they posted it online and hoped that they would get applicants. And now, this is what set me off this past week. It was Monday or Tuesday when I was looking at my Twitter feed, and there was two particular recruiters who I'm connected with, and there must have been 17 posts. Every one of the posts was a job. And I looked at that and thought, all you're doing is the same posting and praying that they did 20 years ago. You're just using another medium. That was my perspective, so it got me a little bit off guard. So I want to hear from you guys what you think. Why are recruiters doing this today? Ian, we'll start with you.
Speaking with some of the clients, I mean, as we go through consulting with them, we find out that more of the post and pray happens because they have so many things on their plate. So
you're talking corporate recruiters.
Corporate recruiters,
yeah.
Things like that. All they're doing is throwing it out there because they have so much on their plate and they're hoping something will stick. So that's something that I see on almost a daily basis. I think it's just too many roles.
So Robin, you've got both corporate side experience and agency side experience. Does it make sense what Ian was just talking about from your perspective?
I think Ian's right. There are a lot of corporate recruiters that have a lot of things on their plate that they're dealing with on a daily basis. So, praying that good applicants apply is really half the battle.
Yeah.
But once those candidates apply, you have to go through those resumes. And I think that candidates are doing the same thing that recruiters are doing. They're just going through and applying to all these different positions that are posted on Indeed.
Because it's easy.
Yeah, the one-click apply sends
Yeah.
your resumes over. So nobody's really taking the time to read the jobs that are posted. And I think it's just an endless cycle of you don't have the time to go out and actively search for those candidates.
Yeah.
And then by just posting all the positions everywhere, you're getting all of these applicants that aren't qualified, and that's making it more time consuming because you have to take more time to go through all of those applicants.
So I was telling a friend of mine who's actually a third-party recruiter like we are what was going on, and his comment to me was, most corporate recruiters are just lazy. I'm not necessarily sure that that's the right approach. I think that's kind of BS. I mean, Ian, in talking to your clients, I don't think your clients are lazy. I think it's more along the lines of what you're saying, Robin.
See, when speaking with the clients, you go over, some of the things that they're going through, and it's not necessarily just having so many jobs on their plate, but it's also setting the right expectations with the hiring managers and things like that. So I don't think they're lazy. I just think they have two sides of the coin that they're kind of trying to play and not necessarily setting the right expectations.
So when you were in situations like that, Robin, because we've talked about this, you had a lot on your plate. Did you end up having to do the same thing? Now, you got to be honest here.
I mean, yes, I definitely relied on the postings. I mean, I think you can still find that diamond in the rough. You're just going to have to sort through a lot of resumes that have nothing to do with the position to find that one candidate that actually took the time to apply based on their skills versus just clicking to apply. The quantity versus the quality is not always there.
So if you were talking to a corporate recruiter, since that's your background, and they've got 40 or 50 recs on their plate and they are doing post and pray, based on your experience, what's that one nugget of advice you'd give them?
Don't rely on that alone because
But I don't have time to do anything else.
it's a waste of time as it is.
You've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Ian, from your perspective, if you're going to give one of your clients, a recruiter, that one bit of advice, what would you give? What advice would you give them?
I would say setting the right expectation with the hiring managers to start with, because posting and praying, as we all talked about just now, it really is just a chance that something might happen.
Yeah.
So setting the right expectations from the beginning to the end, how it should go through the whole process.
Instead of taking the gamble and rolling the dice.
Right.
Guys, thank you for your thoughts. Ian, thank you. Robin, thank you so much. Guys, this has been another Recruiter Fuel. Listen, if you're interested in being a part of this and you've got something to share with the broader community, click on the link below, sign up, and you and I will have a conversation to see if it makes sense to get you on one of our future episodes. We'll see you guys next time.